guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. Well, we just arrived back from the city. It's a long day in the city. It's supper time and we are changed into work clothes and going to cut grass as fast as we can. Get as much done as we can before it starts raining again. It is so wet out in the fields in some places, like where the chicken tractor is. I'm going out to try and mow around my rhubarb with the little mower. Chris is out there with the tractor. And we're gonna try to do some catching up because it is getting crazy. Anyhow, hope you're enjoying these videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and share this video with your family and friends. Let's get to work. How many times have I said no chickens in the house? No. I said no chickens in the house. Thank you. That's a stone. You can take that with you. Rusty, take your girls and go. I should actually get a fire going too while I'm in this area and can keep an eye on it. Not much of a breeze, and this just drives me nuts. I'm going to want this burned and out of the way. There's a pile over there now, so that I can get this cleaned up with the DR as soon as I get it back. I can't stand this kind of messes everywhere. This is what I want to get cleaned up first. They're actually blocking the solar panels to some extent. And some of this mess cleaned up too. Yikes. Well, Chris is still mowing, as you can hear. I am about half dead. My hands are vibrating from the lawnmower. My hands on it so long, but I am so happy to have this cleaned up. Rusty's here to do an inspection, of course. But I got the solar panels cleaned in front of them. That's the main thing. I think I'm going to have to hose these off. Those things are sticking on them from the trees. But I'll be able to clean this up a lot better. That's why I like my DR so much. But this gets what we call the orchard cleaned up. And look at the neighbors over there again. Nosy neighbors. But I actually was able to find my rhubarb. I think a couple of them have actually kind of died. These two. I can't see anything. They were just completely smothered by the grass. This one's not too bad. I'm hoping it'll really come back now, that it can get full sun. And that one, there was one leaf I could see. This one, a couple of leaves down here. But the gooseberry plants, they were the hardest to find. And they're actually, I knocked quite a few off trying to mow around it. But there's actually quite a few berries on it. And that one there, I mean, that's a tiny bush. And it's got quite a few berries on it too. This one's tiny as well. So I found them. The blueberries were along here at the same level as the gooseberries, and I cannot see where they were for the life of me. But anyway, they weren't supposed. It wasn't supposed to get that overgrown. I had to clean out the wet grass from underneath the mower like this for about 100 times because it makes the mower stick. It stops the blade, actually. Oh my goodness, the chickens are going to be happy. They can see lots of clover and they've got lots of grass to pick. This wet grass. Everybody's happy. I'm so happy. I'll be even happier when I get my DR back and can get this mess in the tree line done. But there's absolutely no wind now, my favorite time of day, so I think it's a good time to start a fire, get some burning done. I've had enough of this mowing thing for one day. My hands are just humming. Anyway, gonna go, oh, I saw something in the trees. It's a chicken, of course. Like that should come as a surprise to anybody. But I am just thrilled with how this looks. And like I said, these solar panels and the ones on the roof are gonna be moved over here on the other side of this long grass here, where that's supposed to be raspberries, by the way. There is a lot of raspberries in there. It's just that if I cut the grass, I cut the raspberries. I'm not really sure how to go about this. You can see some canes that should be cut away. But yeah, there's lots of raspberries in here, so I might try and do this with my DR when I get it. Or maybe I'll pull it apart and Chris can do it with the hand mower. Anyway, look at how muddy it is here, and listen to that frog. I should go check that currant bush again. It still had blossoms on it last time I looked at it, and I mean just millions of blossoms, so I'm hoping I get millions of berries. It's really slow going. This wetness is just really bogged everything down, so we're trying to get as much caught up as we can. But this makes me happy. Now my gooseberries and my rhubarb can get sun. I can trim again around these trees. That's why we put the big O around them, to protect the trunks when I trim, because I do get a little carried away sometimes. This is a pretty sizable trunk on that tree now, even though it's kind of a stick tree. So anyway, I'm just gonna go get some newspaper and start burning some crap. I love fires. I think I'm a little bit of a pyro. The fires that we had in Ontario, the sea container was blocking the view from the road, but you could see the fire about 8 feet above the top of the sea container. I can't believe nobody ever called the fire department on us. So anyway, I feel like burning stuff when there's no wind. That's the only time to do it. Well, the solar panels are nice and shiny and clean, but I stepped in the water and this is seriously gross. Ugh, it feels so gross too. Gotta wash this lining thing in this boot tomorrow because it is super gross. I was saying to Chris the other night, I think I need a shower. Something smells really bad, but it's the liner in the boot. I don't think you're really meant to be walking in chicken poop every day with these things, but it is due for the laundry tomorrow. I'll have to wash it with the dog's blankets so that it's with something equally gross, so I don't put it in with my clothes. I'm telling you, you can't do anything with the neighbors gawking around here. It's just ridiculous. Gonna let this burn down a bit. I've got the hose right here and turned on. The other day when I lit it, just a massive wind came up almost right away, so I hosed it out real quick. And we had to run in the house. But I'm gonna get this bunch here burned, and then there's a bunch in the long grass there that was all piled here, but it was in the guy's way when they were putting the trusses up, so I had to move it. You can see from here how, you know, you can see how nice and square the spaces are, and that's because Chris has got them all nailed exactly where they should be now. So one of these days soon we'll get back to work, and well, he'll get back to work. I was up there a few times, but it's pretty hard for me to get footage of me doing stupid stuff like that, you know, when I'm up there and I don't take the camera with me. I have a hard enough time climbing a ladder with this silly boot on my foot. But we'll get the rest of the spacers on and the lookouts, and I think once that's done he can put the roof on. I'm not sure. He might have to frame the end walls in first. I can't remember if he has to do that before the roof goes on. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful day. I think I'm gonna walk over there and see if that currant bush has any berries on it yet, or anything that looks remotely like a berry. Oh my goodness. Somebody please tell me these are currants that you can actually eat and make jam with, and not some kind of poison berry that's going to kill me. I posted them on one of the homesteading pages, and I said I think I found mature currant bushes, and somebody said yes you did. So I'm hoping. That's one thing I've never made is currant jam, and like I said, this had just bazillions of blossoms. I've never seen blossoms like that. Of course, I've never had a currant bush. So, and obviously those are very well established. There's another one way over there. I'm just trying to decide if I want to walk that far. I had a hard time getting across here without having to go through water. Holy smokes. The ground is so uneven. Oh, let's go. Well, now I'm going to have to look through my canning recipes and see what I can do with some currants. Because I think you can make juice and jam and all kinds of stuff. I don't know about pies. But anyway, that's exciting. Now if somebody could just dig those up and move them over here to the orchard, that would just be wonderful. Well, I've got that loaded up again. I think I'm going to go collect the eggs. We just moved the chicken tractor again, so Chris is feeding the crazy chickens. I'm going to go and collect the eggs and then clean out that nesting box, so it's nice and clean for Ruby and the babies to sleep in tonight, because no doubt they're going to sleep in there again tonight. Oh my goodness. So Chris said this little egg here is Ruby's, little wee one. So she's laying again. What about you, sweetie? This egg. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's got an X on it. I was thinking, there, you get that back under there, sweetie. My goodness. I shouldn't have to tell you that. Okay, let's get the eggs. Doesn't look like we're going to get any more than that. I got another one here with a funny shell. We're finding some of the shells are a little soft too. We think that might be why they're breaking. Another little guy. So Chris got some stuff for them. There's some poop in there again. That shouldn't be happening. Anyway. Got the eggs. Look at Hazel, her Ruby. She wants out of there, you know. You're tired of that, aren't you, sweetie? Yeah, you're tired of being in there. You want to take the babies exploring, don't ya? That big one there. It's a little chicken's egg. Yes. Yeah, they're sort of spreading out now, not sticking as close together. And what about you? Pretty soon you're gonna have your own babies. So excited. Yes. Ruby is just dying to get out of this run. Yeah, I don't know if we should wait another week, sweetie. You want out so bad, don't you? And you did lay an egg today, so you've been a good girl. Rusty makes that noise when Chris sneezes. Oh, look at the size of that chicken. Wow. I think she's even lighter than... She's sort of like the inspector. Very, very light. Okay, Chris scraped this all out, and I am going to fill it full of clean bedding, and that way they're all ready for tonight. It's interesting too that this one they were sleeping in had all the poop in it, and she went in the nice clean one to lay her egg. So like that lady said in the video, you really shouldn't have them pooping in the nesting boxes. So hopefully if I keep cleaning it out, they'll get the idea, and the other chickens will start using this once we let them back in here. Once these guys are all free-ranging. But then of course we're going to have the new babies in here too. Yes, you get to go free, and Hazel comes in here with her babies. You'll be so happy, won't you, sweetie? There we go. All nice and fresh and clean. Ruby's being very vocal, doing a lot of talking. I think she wants the gate opened. Don't you, sweetie? You say, I've been locked up with these brats long enough. Yes. Or was that go get me some clover? Chris was saying there's... I don't think that I see the eggs in there. I don't think so. Can't get the camera in there, but he said the eggs are really tiny. And that's the birds that are sitting here on the fence post. They fly out and scare the crap out of me every time I come in here. Chris opened the gate. Oh! Uh-oh.
Rusty chasing that one off.
Yeah, that's what the roosters are supposed to do, is get in between the girls. Now the babies all ran back that way.
Good boy, Rusty.
Yes, you are, sometimes. So that's Ruby going to play. I think we'll just leave the babies in here, eh? I don't know. Like if that hen's attacking Ruby, will it attack the babies? Yeah, yeah. Hmm? Is that the one or is that Ruby?
That's Ruby.
Oh, that's Ruby. Okay.
Maybe close that.
Yeah, I think we'll just leave. Yeah, we'll just let Ruby go and see. She really wanted out badly. Yeah. Mommy, where'd you go? They sure ran when she started to get into it. I don't know which chicken that was, do you? That was fighting with her? He always gives it to the girls, doesn't he?
Off the trees.
Yeah. Ew. Do you know which chicken that was? That was fighting with Ruby?
Well, it went around there. I don't know. Ruby doesn't seem to...
Because it was the inspector and Hazel that were trying to steal the babies, so... I don't know.
There's the inspector there.
Yeah, so it wasn't her, was it? I don't think it was the inspector. I guess we'll just keep an eye on her. See what happens. The babies seem content. They're just kind of getting a little more independent anyway.
Maybe Ruby wants a break.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I've just been locked up with these brats long enough. Doesn't want to be a stay-at-home mom now. What about you, Hazel? My sweetie? Oh, yes. Look at you. You're so fluffed up. Yes, you are. You're so fluffed up. Yes, I can't wait to see your babies, too. Yeah. WP's in there already. That's funny. Chris said she goes in the first, and it's way too early for them to go in. But yeah, the roosters are also supposed to break up fights between hens, and that's exactly what he did there. I've seen him do that before. So, but Ruby's kind of gone off on her own. I think she's just happy to be out. So we'll just keep an eye on her. I imagine if she's anything like Hazel was when she wanted in the nesting box that day, she'll let us know. Just keep an eye on the inspector there. She's going up behind Ruby.
See what Rusty does.
Yeah. Rusty doing what Rusty does.
That's doing less than me. Look at that little one trying to get that bug.
Oh, is that what it's doing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, look at that. The bug flew through the nest and it chased it, or through the fence. Well, my battery's about to run out, so I will go get a new one. Look at Hazel sleeping. She's tired right out. Yeah, tired, aren't you, sweetie? Oh, my battery died, and just before the inspector went, and she just kind of sidled up behind Ruby real slow and attacked her. So Ruby ran underneath the...
I think she wants to go back in there.
You think so? Yeah, maybe, eh? You gotta break up the fights between the girls, Rusty. That's your job. Yeah. He will come running too, when he sees a fight and break it up. So he does do a good job of that, I must say. I don't like being spurred or attacked in the morning, but he does do his job as a rooster. And we did get 10 out of 10 chicks hatched, didn't we, Rusty? Yes, 100%. And we'll see if there's 100% with Hazel's eggs, too. That's Betty over there. Then the inspector. Don't know what this one is.
I'm trying to get up higher so she can jump in.
Oh, do you want to go pick her up and just put her in?
Here, Ruby. Come on, girl.
Yeah, Ruby seems to want to go back in now, so maybe after being attacked a couple times. Look out for Rusty. Rusty's going to defend her against Chris. Hey, Ruby. It's okay, sweetie. Is that bad inspector attacking you? Come on, go see your babies. Look at them all at the gate now. Oh, sorry, I left my gloves there. I'm not so sure she wanted back in there after all.
Rusty.
Yeah. She wanted to go back in, Rusty. Bad inspector. Yes. Where is she? Oh, she's over there by the little gate, the little door. There. Funny how that happens, eh? I think it's something to do with her being removed from the pecking order, and then they kind of reestablish the pecking order or something. I think that's what I heard on one of the videos. Oh, WP decided not to go to bed early after all. I'm gonna have to check that one there that has a poopy bum. There's another one. You can see the inspectors has all cleared up. Well, pretty much anyway. At least she doesn't have a prolapse. I think sometimes you have to put them down because of that. So that would be pretty upsetting. Neighbors are still over there staring. Isn't that awful? Look at that, staring through the trees. So rude. Look how fast that burned down. Just have to get this pile done for today, and then that'll be all that mess cleared up. That way, like I said, I can get this done with the DR as soon as I get it back. And we don't really want to be having fires right here beside the barn now. Get this burned and that'll be the end of it, except for the burn barrel. Now, I did have these books unpacked. I found that box recently, so I'm going to take that one in the house with me. And it seems to me this little tiny cookbook had something in it to do with currants. So I'm going to look at that one. See what I can do with those berries once they're ready. I found a whole bunch of currant recipes in this book. This is a very, very, very popular book, and I mentioned it in one of my videos last year. It's one of the few books that actually has recipes for pie fillings. And I don't know about you, I find the canned pie fillings in the store absolutely gross and terribly expensive, so I really like the fact that this has pie fillings in it. Well, this isn't going to take long to burn, and then I just have to load this on after this burns down. Look at the grass and the trees. No wind. Just love it. I love this time of day. I know I say it every day too. I'm like my mother, I just say it over and over again. But this looks awesome. Look at the orchard. Everything looks so beautiful. But this old girl is hungry, tired. I'm going to sit down and put my squishy, dirty foot up. Definitely gonna need a shower again tonight. Hope you're enjoying these videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. And we'll see you next time.